Are you serious?
And we've been having so much luck in the studio today. I just have a feeling about this show that it's going to strafe you. It's going to fuck your head up. Every second, every breath, every moment of this show is going to change your life. It's going to make you a billionaire. It's going to start the revolution. It's going to do things to you you've never imagined before. Or maybe not.
Well, as David Bowie said on his last album, we were born upside down. So, yeah, on its head. Yeah, I think there was an old Yippie cartoon called, it said, "Prepare for World Flip Out." It showed a bird coming out of an alarm clock and its brain opening up. And I think we're at that stage where maybe the world is completely on its head, and it's up to those of us who were born upside down to stand up straight now. Yeah, Operation Mindfuck was too successful.
Like what used to be SNL skits are now serious news reporting.
It's sometimes hard to tell the difference between the news and the onion. There are moments where I'm pretty sure that must be a satire, but it's Thomas Pynchon, I think, said back in the 1960s that you can't do satire anymore. Because the news itself is so bizarre. But I suppose it has always been that way, that just something has kind of gone over the edge into a situation that seems almost inescapably dystopian and apocalyptic, and the veritable Tower of Babel kind of overflow of bad memes and bad information and so forth. When you're talking about counterculture people or post-counterculture people or psychedelic people or whatever, I mean, we're sort of the other 1%, and the large group out there of the masses, so to speak, came online, and the coming together of the global mind or what have you, it did not prove to be so delightful as John Perry Barlow or whomever might have hoped. And in fact, what we realize is that disembodied minds, particularly, familiarity breeds not just contempt, but probably death threats from moment to moment. We hate the. Sartre said hell is other people, and I think hell is other people's tweets and Facebook posts and so forth.
I know.
And they just irritate the crap out of all of us mutually. Certainly the election of Donald Trump represents something uniquely bizarre.
I mean, there used to be a counterculture. I mean, not necessarily an organized counterculture, but at least a coherent counterculture to engage with these kinds of issues and push culture ahead. I mean, your book, Counterculture Through the Ages, really shows the not just the styles of counterculture through the ages, but the function of counterculture through the age. And I'm wondering, is a counterculture even possible in a networked age? Or maybe is humanity itself the counterculture in a digital environment?
Yeah, I mean, actually, if you go back and look at the book, even then, when the book came out in 2004, I said, is counterculture still counter anymore, both at the beginning and at the end of the book? Yeah, I mean, they're without a consensus culture to play off of, and I think in many ways to parasitize off of mutually, and in many ways that was a healthy thing. The discussion of counterculture in some ways in the contemporary context becomes sort of moot. You have a lot of people going around now. There's a very popular video by some guy saying conservatism is the new counterculture. Very popular meme among alt-right and all those kinds of people. And I mean, my response mainly is that it's moot. I'm not that interested in bragging about being counterculture anymore, except, maybe when it comes to music or something like that. be outrageous within that context, but within the context of politics and culture more broadly, I'm interested in what I can say and do that contributes to survival and, you know, advancement. And I'm not going to worry about whether it's counterculture or not.
Well, and as I observe you, I don't look at you as counterculture at all. I mean, you're pro-culture.
That's right. Yeah, I'm pretty
it's the
pro-culture.
other guys that are counter.
Yeah, I know. I guess Terence McKenna said culture is not your friend, but I never really followed that argument.
No, we're all in a culture. I mean, he must have had some logic to it.
It was some far out thing, being virally occupied, which is a legitimate point. Frank Zappa once said something to the effect of, "The one thing we'll never run out of is human stupidity." Well, this is great news for mankind. It's weird.